Hello, good morning students. Today in this video we are going to learn a part 2 our changing earth. Before we pick up the point to discuss today, let's have a recap of the previous point that we covered in my last video. The last point we discussed, it was earthquake. A very simple way, students, we try to understand the meaning of earthquake. When the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibration can travel all around the earth, and these vibrations are called the earthquakes. Students, this is what briefly we discuss about the earthquake. Earthquake has got a lot of distractions, and many the case studies of the earthquake are the experiences and the outcomes of the destructions and devastations of the earthquakes. One of the important earthquake which happened in our country, Gujarat, the earthquake hits the Bhuj. Students, how it was destroyed the properties, buildings, then lives of the the nations. It was in this way. The school was affected. At least 971 students and 31 teachers are feared to have lost their lives following the collapse of the school buildings. These days were very horrific days. Students, destruction of Bhuj was covered a lot of wide range. The phone lines, water pipelines, the power station, transmission lines were totally destroyed. The fire in the city, the hundreds of fires started, the charcoals, the cookers overturned. Although the earthquakes cannot be predicted, the impact can certainly be minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Sometimes a common earthquake prediction methods are adopted locally by people, including the study of animal behaviors, like fish in the ponds get agitated, snakes come to the surface of the earth. These are some of the traditional ways one can have a little predictions of the earthquake to be happen. Anyway, students, the outcomes of the earthquake can be minimized by a preparedness. So there are some tips to minimize the distractions of the earthquake, and that can be with the earthquake preparedness. Point number 1, where to take the shelters during the earthquake. The safe spot under a kitchen counter, tables, or a desk against an inside corner or a wall. Point number 2, stay away from fireplaces, areas around the chimneys, windows, that shutters, including the mirrors and picture frames. Third point, be prepared. Spread awareness among us, your friends and family members, and face any disasters confidently. This is what the recap we studied in our previous video. So after this concise recapitulation, let's move towards the next point to be discussed. Today's video is a major landforms. Students, the landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes. This is what the slow change which occur over the surface of earth, may it sometimes unnoticeable, but definitely the surface of the earth is subjected to change, that to a ongoing process, everlasting process. It is called withering and erosion. Withering is the breaking off of the rocks and the earth's surface. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. These are, in short, they are called the agents of erosion. The eroded material is carried away or transported by water and wind. So eventually that deposited, and this process of erosion and deposition creates the different landforms on the surface of the earth. So creating the different landforms on the earth, there the river also plays an important role. Then what is the role of a river in creating the different landscapes? Let us focus over it and try to understand how does the river works in this direction. Children, the running water in the river erodes the landscape. Children, after watching this video clipping of waterfalls, you might have understood now perfectly how the waterfall exactly happens, and it forms the different forms of the landform. As the river enters the plain, it starts its twisting and turns, the forming large bends known as meanders. Due to the continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander, the ends of the meander loop come very close and close, then it forms a course of time. Loops of these river meanders get cuts off from the main river course, and gradually after a couple of period these cut off the cuts of the river, further they forms a small lakes. So such kind of the lakes are known as oxbow lake. At times the river overflows its banks, and this leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits the layers of a fine soil and other material called the sediments. Along with the sediments, the both banks of the river, there will be, you find a superfine alluvial soils, a layer piled on one another year after the year, and such kind of the plain is known as the flood plain. The raised banks are called levees. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases. Students, the meander, it appears something like the exactly, you can compare these meanders created by the river something like how a snake's movement. So children, this is enough for today's session, and the remaining point to be continued in my next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.